Hello everybody and welcome to the Mandala Effect. I hope you are having an incredible day. This is an exciting episode for me because I'm sharing a little bit about how I create my life and about how I some of the routines that I swear by every single day in order for me to live this life that I am just so madly head over heels in love with. And even when challenges do arise, which they do, I know that I have these sacred routines that I can come back to that are gonna help me reset, help me recenter and ground myself into this human life, which I've been having conversations with a friend this morning, is just lesson after lesson after lesson. If you're looking for the meaning of life, it's learn the lessons and smile doing so. So welcome and welcome to the Mandala Effect. Thank you for joining me. Today I am speaking about your sacred morning routine and how you can create a sacred morning routine. For me, this has been one of the most powerful things I have learned on my self-development journey, and it's now kind of moved out of this self-development space and fully into this is where I connect with myself, this is where I connect with spirit, with my soul, with my higher self, and really begin to create. I step into my power as a creator first thing in the morning, and it is one of the most wonderful things I've ever taken on. So I guess I could talk a little bit about my routine and then, I'll do that after. So a morning routine can be one of the most powerful tools for improving your life. It gives you time to work on your goals and your priorities, maybe before anybody else wakes up. Like, I'm an early bird, so I'm an early bird, an early riser. Early bird catches the worm, and so I love these early mornings. I love to be awake before anybody else is up, knowing that I've started my day, and by whatever time I can be doing whatever it is I need to be doing, and I've already had an amazing morning. So waking up early is one of the key points for a morning routine. Now, I do have a friend who is a night owl, and she works through the night. Like, she is most productive at night, and this happens. So whatever kind of timeline you live on is okay, but if you can wake up maybe an hour earlier just to fit in your morning routine, you will set yourself up for an amazing day. And you may already have a morning routine, and this may be I may be preaching to the converted here, but maybe there's some tips in here that you can take away to change your morning routine. Mine doesn't stay the same all the time. I change mine. I like to change it up. I sometimes realize that a practice isn't serving me, or I'm just not in that space at the moment, so it's not a rigid thing for me. What the most important thing for me is that I have an hour to 2 hours where it's completely my time. I connect with myself, and I do this about 6 mornings out of the week. Maybe on a Sunday, I might have had a late Saturday night, so on a Sunday morning I allow myself a lie-in, and sometimes it's nice to just be and watch the sunrise from bed. So I don't always, this doesn't have to be a rigid thing, because the second anything like this becomes a chore, it's not going to have the desired effect. It's going to have the opposite effect. So make this something that you enjoy doing, something that you enjoy waking up to do. And for me, the thought of knowing that I'm waking up to create my life is a really exciting way to start the day. So waking up early gives you more time to focus on yourself, on your goals, on your priorities. And I would say that yourself and your self-connection should always be your number one priority. So things that you can include in your morning routine. A really good book that I listened to years and years and years ago is The Miracle Morning by, I can't even remember his name, he's quite famous. And I think I've listened to the 5 a.m. Club as well, and they are both is it Hal Elrod, The Miracle Morning? Really, really good book, and makes it quite digestible. Do 10 minutes of this and 10 minutes of this and 10 minutes of this. Now you can do as much or as little of each thing that calls to you here. This is about setting something up for you. But the most powerful tools that you can incorporate into your morning routine are meditation. Obviously, this is me. So meditation is, I start my morning with meditation, breath work and visualization. And I think that this is a really nice way to settle into your body, to again get that connection, gets a bit of breath work can get your blood flowing, get the oxygen flowing throughout your body, wake yourself up in a nice way, energizing way. You can do different types of breath work. At the moment, I'm working with breath of fire. So I'm working with the breath of fire, and then I'm dropping into meditation, and oh my goodness, it is powerful. So breath work can help you settle into the body. Even some light movement, a bit of dancing before you meditate can be really, really powerful. But meditation to clear your mind, to settle into the body, into the space, connect to yourself, connect to spirit, connect to the all that is around you. And then once I've done my breath work and meditation, I move into a visualization. So meditation and visualization are different things to me. Visualization is a form of meditation, but I believe that everybody should have a silent meditation practice where they can connect to themselves and to the energy around them, and a visualization practice where they can have more of a say in the life that they want to create. I believe that ultimately the universe's path is the one that's going to kind of guide us, but if we can start our day by bringing in a vision of where we want our life to go, what we want our life to look like, how we want to feel, and the emotions that we want to feel, the most important thing, then we can, we have a say in how our life and how our day goes by using visualization. So my kind of time ratios won't work for everybody, but I do 10 minutes of breath work. I do 20 minutes to half an hour of silent meditation, and it's a mantra meditation, dropping into silence. And then I do about a 20-minute visualization meditation. So this won't work for everybody, and I actually have recorded a morning and evening meditation for you, so you can incorporate all of this into about 20 minutes if that works for you. And it's about playing around. This is the most important thing. It's about playing around with what it is that works for you. And then I go into journaling. So I do my meditation, and depending on how I feel, I might jump in the shower, or I might just go straight downstairs, make myself I start my day eating right as well. So at the minute I'm having a celery juice every morning before I have anything else, or a lemon water. I try and have something before I jump into the coffee, but I'll make my drink of choice and I will sit and I'll journal, and my first practice is a journaling gratitude practice. So I write down 10 things that I'm grateful for and why, because this gratitude you can't be in a bad mood if you're grateful. And at the minute it's like, I'm grateful for the lessons that life is teaching me, and all of these things. We can find a blessing in everything if we look for it. So I think let's look for the things to be grateful for. A beautiful way to start your day. You can also journal about whatever's on your mind, go into some contemplation, like what's on my mind, what are my options, and your dreams. So your dreams are sending you messages from your subconscious. There are ways of interpreting them, but if you can work with the dreams, have a look up some symbology like that. What the dreams might symbolize, and then see what it means to you. Again, it's always about what it means to you. So working through some dream work. And then another thing I journal is my vision. every morning I write down a vision, like a kind of, oh my God, I can't believe this happened, and I've created this in my life, and my life looks like this, and I feel like this. And I do that every morning for about like I write a page of stuff. So there's so much that you can play around with journaling, and I know that there are some amazing journal books, like 5-minute gratitude journal, that you can use, like just anything to get stuff from your mind and onto paper. And I also know some people who hate journaling, and that's okay. So again, what works for you? Exercise. So disclaimer, I don't always exercise in the morning, but when I do, oh my goodness, it is fire. I feel so good for the rest of the day. But some mornings I might go to a yoga class, like a really early morning yoga class. I host my own meditation class on a Wednesday morning, so I can't really do an early morning exercise then, unless I'm getting up at 4 a.m. and I'm not crazy enough to do that. Like 5:30 is my limit. And just whatever works. If it's yoga, like mine is yoga, HIIT, weights, running. It used to be running for me. Running with the sunrise is one of the most beautiful things I've ever experienced. But even if you go for a walk, like where in nature, just however you can move your body will really get your blood flowing, move the oxygen around, just move your energy, release old energy, bring in new energy, and help you feel revitalized as you move into the day. Sometimes I exercise in an evening, so my routine changes, but in the morning it is so powerful. And then I set an intention for the day, like what is it that how do I want to feel when I go to sleep at night? What is it that I want to bring in today? Who can I help? How much of an impact can I have? And I'll have a conversation with the universe. I'll have a conversation with God. I'll say, how can I step into my truest expression today? How can I be the best version of myself? How can I make sure somebody else has an incredible day? I'll set an intention and have a chat with the universe and see what comes back. And then I start to, go about my day. I'll have my breakfast, I'll go get my coffee, I'll do, start getting ready for work. And I like to be sat down by 9, don't start meetings till 10. But the most important thing about a morning routine is to make it fun, sacred, beautiful, however it is for you, and do the things that make you feel good. I try not to look at my phone until 9 a.m. Like notifications don't come on my phone until 9 a.m. If you're trying to ring me before 9, unless you're my mum, it's not going to work. So and I again in an evening, so I try not to look at my phone, so that this is my sacred time, so it's my energy I want to work with, it's my spirit, myself, my day that I'm setting up, even though we're all one. But I try not to look at my phone, just so that I'm setting boundaries. The best way to start your day right is the night before. So having an evening routine as well is a really beautiful, amazing way to start the next day right. And this is, it's a cycle, it's a loop. If you start your evening right and you go to sleep well, and then you wake up well, and the bits in between will sort themselves out. Yes, you're going to face challenges, but these routines and making sure that you're giving yourself this self-care is going to help you move through those challenges and move through your day with grace and ease, rather than struggle and living in this fight or flight all the time. Because at the minute, for me personally, I have some real challenges, and as I'm sure everybody does, but I'm really experiencing some challenges. And I know that as long as I go to sleep right, as long as I wake up right, what happens in between, and if I can stay in the present moment as much as possible, everything is going to work itself out. And then I do it all over again. So your evening routine, a calming routine to help reduce stress, reset your nervous system. In an evening, I really like to work on blocks that have come up, challenges. I like to do active imagination, that I go into my subconscious. I'll listen to messages that come through, and I kind of have a dialogue with my subconscious mind about where I can make some changes, or where my limitations are, and what it is that I need to, do some shadow work, and where I can really push through, because I find that if I can sleep through that, then I will, if I can do that and go to sleep, I'll wake up with a renewed energy. So I do shadow work, kind of active imagination, to really help me clear whatever is going off. And then I will go back into meditation, I will go back into vision, and I will maybe journal if I feel I've got a lot going off. I also try and go to sleep feeling gratitude. So I'll think about what I'm grateful for. Thank you so much to the divine for this amazing day that I have just experienced. Thank you for the lessons. Thank you for the blessings. I can't wait to do this all again. And, for me especially, like, being grateful, just being able to go to sleep and wake up with energy, and not feeling, and not having the fear of the illness that I was facing 2 years ago, is just so amazing. And you will always find something to be grateful for, so bring it into your mind before you go to sleep and first thing when you wake up, and the universe will bring you more things to be grateful for. These are, to me, two of the most sacred routines for self-care that anybody can have. Your time, it's your time, this is your life. How do you want to live it? How do you want to create it? And by making sure that you're not dictated to by your external circumstances, everything is happening for you, and in this time you can create how this happens for you. So I hope this has been helpful. I would really love to know what your morning routine is, or your evening routine, and if any of these, if there's anything that you want to add to this, please, get in touch with me, contact me on Instagram, or anything like that. I do have a morning and evening meditation that you can listen to. They're on YouTube and Insight Timer, so all the links will be in the description below. I'd love to hear what you think of those. Please give them a like or a rating if you really enjoy them. And I designed these so that you can go to sleep in the right way and you can wake up in the right way, because meditation has really, really helped me on this journey of creating my life, and this is how I've done it. So I also have just launched, or I'm just launching, it'll be released tomorrow, my Meditation to Transform Your Life Masterclass. It's a 1.5 hour deep dive into how you can create your life. And at the end, I run through how to make it into a routine, the challenges that you might face internally and externally, how you use visualization, how our electromagnetic field works so that you can create. The trick is you're always creating. Most of it is subconscious. So let's make the unconscious conscious and create from the place of the true self, this blank slate. And I go through all of this in the masterclass. I also, at the end, run a beautiful, powerful, magical consciousness expansion meditation where we go deep, we connect with the universe and beyond, and just to really help you understand the power that you're playing with in life. So you can also purchase that through the link below, and I hope you really enjoyed this podcast. I will see you next week.